Good morning, I'm Jeff. I'm a sewer tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 2237 Northeast 81st Avenue here in Portland. We're located on the rooftop. We have a 4-inch cast iron vent as our point of access. I'm going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. We currently have water running, and when I get to the base of the vent, I'll zero out the camera counter. Here we go. Transitions over to ABS plastic there at 3 feet. We have a transition here from ABS over to concrete pipe. We do have a fairly large root intrusion here coming through the transition joint. We'll get that marked here on the way out. Alrighty, here at 58 feet, we have reached the main lateral. We'll do locates, verify where it's at. I'm going to pull the camera back as well and locate at the transition point from ABS to concrete. It's entirely possible that that is the transition from the homeowner to the city responsibility there. Okay, I did successfully locate the camera head out in the middle of the street on Northeast 81st. I'm going to go ahead and start reeling back. We've had the water turned off now for, probably 3 or 4 minutes. We are seeing quite a bit. That last 3 feet or so, or about 5 feet of the line there, is draining okay. There's quite a bit of standing water here in the concrete section, as well as root intrusions. Then we're going to pull back to where the transition point is at and try and locate that spot. I just located the camera head. I'm picking it up in the front yard area, about 1.5 feet or so before the yard meets the sidewalk. I'm going to push out here a little bit and do a couple more locates. I was picking it up at almost around 12 feet deep there. Okay, located here, we're right where the sidewalk is meeting the grass curb strip, and picking it up at around 13 feet. Because there's overhead power lines directly over the spot where I'm locating, my markings or my locates are lining right up with the paint markings the city has made. But whenever you get overhead power lines, I always recommend having locates performed to get proper depths, because the power lines can throw off the depth of the locator. Okay, I'm going to do another marking here. Okay, I located this particular spot out in the street, 2-3 feet out into the road, and we're about 5 feet short of the main lateral. I've got the line mapped out from the transition from ABS to concrete where the roots are coming through, all the way to the main lateral. The last 2 feet or so of the line, the standing water dissipates, but the majority of the concrete pipe here is showing separated joints, standing water to the effect of about an inch or more of standing water. And then we also got root intrusion, so I would recommend updating or correcting this section of the line. I'm picking the depth up from the start of the repair to the finish between 12 to 14 feet deep. But again, there is overhead power lines, and I can tell that my locator signal is getting a little bouncy, so I would highly recommend having locates performed to get accurate depths. But the physical location of the repair is spot on. It's lining up with the city's kind of old paint markings. I just don't know what the depths were that they painted there. But it's looking like it's down there a little ways. I'm going to go ahead and reel the camera on back here. And also, I need to contact the city and find out where the responsibility starts and stops at. I'm picking the repair or the transition point up right at the edge of the front yard, just before the sidewalk starts. So it's important to find out, because the majority of this repair, if not the entire thing, could be the city's responsibility. I'm just about to pull the camera head out of the line. All the ABS pipe within the home, ABS and cast iron pipe within the home and out to the transition point there at 40 feet are all in good shape and functioning order. It is the concrete section that I am concerned about in this situation. And I do recommend correcting the concrete section from 40 feet out to 58 feet. Anyway, you can see my paint markings there. It's kind of hard to see the one on the grass, but it starts about 1.5 to 2 feet before the sidewalk begins in the front yard area, and then extends all the way out to the street.